What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV. Back with another live watch along today. Champions League action again. Chelsea against Real Madrid. Let's see who's going to make it to the final to join Pep Guardiola's team. Will it be an all-English final or will it be Real Madrid again? Zinedine Zidane and Pep Guardiola, two of the most successful managers in this competition. So let's see. I think a lot of Arsenal fans don't really want Chelsea winning this competition again. Big up everyone in the comments. Tim said Madrid's lineup looks good. Think they'll nick this. Yeah, I've just seen their team, and I'm kind of agreeing with you. You know, Curtis evening, bro. Looking forward to another great watch along, and it's live. Yeah, you know that, bro. Big up, yes, Money Green. Chelsea Raheem said we'll win this. I said, listen, it's definitely a big game. You know, it's definitely a big game. Curtis Modric or Ceballos. Modric or come on, it can only be Luka Modric. Yes, real captain. Big up Dangerous D, Silky G. Let's have a look at the teams, and then you guys can give me a prediction. Who would you want to go through? Hala Madrid, man. You know what I mean? I want to see Hazard run riot, man. I can't have Chelsea winning the Champions League again. I got to be honest. Real Madrid for an easy win. Let me show you the teams and you give me your predictions. Here's the Chelsea team. I mean, this manager I've been very impressed with. I got to be honest, Thomas Tuchel. I think he's been really good. He's got them organised. He's got Kante playing well again. Frank Lampard didn't seem to have that same organisation when he was there. It was kind of freestyle football. I said, how's your brother Luke Shaw doing? Hey, John, none of that slander. The Man United left back as well. I don't want nothing to do with that guy. Big up, John. I still can't believe you got Denilson as your picture, man. You know, that probably the least skillful Brazilian that we ever signed, along with Andre Santos. So Chelsea team, they got Mendy in goal. I think they're playing a back three again. Christensen, Thiago Silva, Rudiger. Aspilicueta right wing back, Chilwell left wing back with Kante and Jorginho in the middle, Mason Mount and Kai Havertz in the 10 roles, and then Timo Werner up front. You know, it's whatever team they pick, they play pretty similar. I noticed Timo Werner really stretched them last week. They struggled to deal with his pace. Yes, big up Herb says, big up Curtis Shaw TV. Mob Squad, let's do this. Big game for you guys. Zidane, you know, he's got a great record in this competition. And Madrid are just one of them teams you can never write them off. You know, you can never write them off at all. Bench looks solid. I mean, again, we added up Manchester City's bench value yesterday. It was 375 million on the bench. I mean, this one, I think Caballero was a free. Let me add this one up quickly. Just it makes Arsenal. We just think it's crazy when we see this. Kepa was around 70 million. Alonso, I believe, was around 15, I think. Emerson was around 15, we'll say, as well. So that's 100. James come through. Zuma was cheap. Gilmore cheap. Hudson-Odoi. Pulisic was about 50 or 60. So we're at 160 there. Ziyech was around 40, so that's 200. Abraham came through the system. So they got around 220 million on their bench. You know, it's not bad. It's not quite the Man City level, but it's definitely not. Kepa was 80 million, so there you go, 230. Are we accounting for inflation? No, I'm just going off the prices they paid, you know. Yeah, I'm a bit of a Madrid fan tonight, I got to be honest. Big up Amar said, big up, been a few days. I watch your streams, Ramadan and that, but big up my Muslim. Hey, big up, man. Take time, man, you lot. Can't be easy going all day. But I'm sure you're fighting for it. Let's go for that all-English final. I got that one horribly wrong. I actually called a PSG Real Madrid final. I could be totally wrong. Hala Madrid. Right, let's have a look at the Madrid team. And then we'll do predictions. I've got to admit, It's a good Madrid team, it is. As you can see, man is back, the skipper, the leader. Sergio Ramos comes back into the team after missing the first leg. They got Courtois in goal, Militao and Ramos at centre-back. I believe Nacho's at right-back. Mendy comes back in at left-back as well, so he's, a welcome addition. They played Marcelo wing-back last week. He just looked old. He looked like he couldn't run anymore. Toni Kroos, Modric and Casemiro in the middle with Vinicius Jr., Hazard and Benzema up front. That is a very good attack. And it wouldn't surprise me if Hazard turned up tonight. He hasn't been great since he's been at Real Madrid, but I can expect him to turn up. I've got to admit, I'm going for a Real Madrid win. I think that I didn't expect that team to be as strong as that. I didn't think Hazard would start. I wasn't sure whether Sergio Ramos would make it. Mendy's back as well at left back, who is a much better athlete now than what Marcelo is now. I'm going to go for a Real Madrid win, 2-1. Although last night, once I saw Mbappe wasn't playing for PSG, I thought they were done. And they only had one player in Neymar. City at times were putting 3 players on him. No, Kurt, you just want Chelsea to lose. No, honestly, I think Madrid will beat them. That is a much stronger team. Mendy, Ramos, and Hazard come into that team. I think they're really going to trouble this Chelsea team. Mendy is world class. Is he as good as that? I thought, you know what? He's been a beast on FIFA. I tell you that. What a left back. Ramos' contract expires in the summer. It does. And apparently they're struggling to agree on a deal. But I'm sure if Zidane's in charge, he'll convince him. But it wouldn't surprise me if he's got big offers. Big up John. He said, the reason I have Danielson is because we've been terrible this season. And who in this current squad should be on the profile pic? Bro, this is the reason why most of the time when I have green screens up of Arsenal, you'll see Bergkamp, Henry, Vieira. Not many of these players justify being on the profile. So I don't blame you, John, to be honest. I don't know whatever happened to Danielson once he left Arsenal. I don't know who he played for or anything. Craig says, Curtis Madrid to win 3-1. Mendy, Tierney, Robertson. Wow, that's interesting. You're putting him last, Robertson, out of them 3. Later said, Curtis, I'm worried tomorrow. Any draw and we're out. Yeah, it's win or bust, isn't it? But as I said, I think we're going to win. Alex says, big up, Curtis. Feels good to watch a match without stressing about Arteta's lineup. Keep up the good work. Hey, big up, bro. I'm sure tomorrow will be much different. We'll be stressed out like mad tomorrow. But we'll see. The big cap is back. You prefer the Jordan cap to the icon one, yeah? How many sitters does Werner miss today? Well, do you know what? It's funny, I've watched Timo Werner a number of times at Chelsea. I'd watched him a lot at Leipzig as well. He's had a bad season, but I actually still think he's a decent striker. I think probably next season, I think you'll see him start banging goals in. I just think he's got fantastic movement. He's so quick. He always gets opportunities. As a striker, you're worried when you don't get opportunities. I always see Timo Werner get opportunities. It's just he doesn't put them away. I do think you'll get a better player from him next season. I really do. How many subscribers from 25K? We need 66 more subscribers to hit 25K. Can we hit it tonight? If not, I'm sure we'll hit it at Scenes FC tomorrow night. Arsenal against Villarreal. Werner is you're not happy with Werner, no? This time tomorrow, my stress levels will be 9,000. I'm telling you, man. I had to give brother Curtis a view. I appreciate that, man. Yes, Adam, big up Curtis. We got a new member as well. Hey, Denzinho, big up for becoming a member on the channel. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Link is in the description below for anybody who wants to join. Everything goes back into the channel. Already got some interviews lined up for the summer and stuff like that. And, we'll be doing watch-alongs for the Euros. You know what? I may even be able to go to a few of them games. Maybe I'll get some vlogs out. There are quite a few games in London. You got enough liquor for tomorrow, bro? We're gonna need it, man. You know, I don't trust this manager, Mikel Arteta. I'm sure he'll pick something crazy tomorrow. Yes, Big C, I wonder what the talking topics will be. Bro, yesterday was crazy, wasn't it? You know, what were we talking about? Crypto, the vaccine, biscuits, hip hop, movies, everything. Randy said 1-0 to Chelsea. Gunnar Vettel said, Big C, is there any hope for Madrid? I think there is, you know. I mean, they're not losing in terms of, you know, I know they're out on away goals, but 1-0 gets them through. Any victory gets them through tonight. So, beer in mugs tomorrow. It could be that one, to be fair. We will need extra mods tomorrow. Yeah, listen, I don't mind. I might add a few more mods for tomorrow, actually. Because it could be a wild in the comments. So I may have to. Hello, Madrid. Yeah, listen, I think Madrid will be at it tonight. I really do. I expect Madrid to really have a go at them. Let's just quickly share the teams again for anybody turning up late. Biscuit debate commence. I'm telling you, man. I'll just share the teams again quickly. There's the Chelsea team. Obviously with Mendy in goal, Christensen, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Aspilicueta, Kante, Jorginho, Chilwell, Mount, Havertz, and Werner. And then we'll just show you the Real Madrid team. The Real Madrid team is stronger than I expected. I've got to be honest. I didn't think that Ramos was back. I just think that front three of Hazard, Vinicius Jr. and Benzema, I think that will trouble them. I really do. I think that will trouble them. Let me know your predictions, people, in the comments. Hit me up. I'm going 2-1 Real Madrid. To be honest, I don't want Chelsea in the final. Nothing against them. It's just the fact that they will be hammering Arsenal, saying they're the biggest team in London if they win it, you know, for the second time as well. So we're about to get kicked off. Let me make sure the timer is up to date with the game. Chelsea against Real Madrid. Madrid to get us underway. They're usually playing all white, don't they? But obviously Chelsea playing white socks, so Madrid are playing in black socks. Here we go. We're underway. We are underway. And let's see what happens. It's going to be a big game. Big game. Ah, dear. 2-0 Madrid you're going for. 2-1 Madrid. Nicholas says, blessings, Big C. Sorry I missed your live. This, bro, we have to tomorrow. Hey, we have to tomorrow. We have to. 2-0 Madrid. Don't want Chelsea in the final, but I think they go through. Interesting. Curtis, if Arsenal don't win the Europa but get to the finals, do you want him gone? 100%. Finals doesn't mean anything to me. They got to win it. Win it or nothing to me. 1-0 Madrid, 2-1 Chelsea. Real Madrid, all brains, no pace. I hear you on that. You know, the likes of Modric and them guys, they definitely haven't got that type of pace, you know, that Chelsea got a lot of energy in there with Kante. Did you see the Aubameyang interview? I caught part of it, where obviously he's talking about his malaria situation and all that. Yeah, slap the likes, people. 300 of you in here already. Much appreciated. And let's see if we let's see if we can hit 25k tonight. Why not, eh? 66 more and we're there. Big up Sebs, man. Thank you very much for the super chat, bro. I want to give a shout out to all my Colombian people who are going through a difficult time. Stay strong. I echo those thoughts. I know there's a lot of political issues going off in Colombia at the moment. And hope everyone's safe and well over there, man. It's crazy what's happening. 3-1 Chelsea. That guy said, Curtis, I'm sat ready in a tactical vest, ready to keep this chat on point, bro. Hey, man. Big up. Varane is very overrated. He's not even He's not even playing, is he? I believe he's injured. There's rumours he could be actually going to Chelsea as well. But it's funny, you know. We were talking about Varane last week. A lot of people don't really rate him. You know, a lot of people don't really rate him, and I'm not too sure why. I'm not too sure why. Big up John Leah. If Chelsea win, I'll change it to Andre Santos, the next Brazilian Donny. You know. Big up Jay Mino in the chat. Hope you're well. Carl says, big up to YouTube boss Curtis Shaw. Hey, bro, big up. Thank you for tuning in. Yardi Tov said, what in the world is going on in England? Weather-wise, Big C, big up on good day and all that good stuff. Bro, this weather is crazy, man. We're in May. I'm expecting sunshine and it's raining, it's cold. I'm wearing a coat. I don't know what's going on. Big up Omar, man. He said, chilling tonight, but tomorrow is Scenes FC in my house. Things getting broken. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Tomorrow's going to be a madness. Absolute madness. Let's have a look. Fantastic weather here in Norway today. That guy D and Sebs29, I've added you two as moderators, if you're still in the chat. And I may add a couple more for tomorrow as well. Anyone who's interested in being a moderator, put it in the comments after the video. Yeah, man, there you go. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Yeah, let's see if we can hit it tonight. 25k would be great. Free kick to Real Madrid. Kante fouls Tony Cruz. Ramos returning is huge news. Yeah, massive, massive. He's the leader for them, isn't he? He's the leader. Big up Arsenal Queen. Sanji said, mod me up. I'm always here. Yeah, no worries. Listen, as I said, put in the comments after if you want to help out. Free kick to Real Madrid on this left-hand side. Tony Cruz whips it in. Headed away. Chelsea very good in the air, to be honest. Mod me, I'm always here. Ala Madrid, hey, big up Broads, man. Listen, I said the same thing, bro. For the sake of Arsenal, man, Chelsea winning another Champions League would hurt, you know. Don't hurt your tech equipment tomorrow evening. Listen, the insurance is there, man. The insurance is there in case it goes wild, you know. Hazard hat-trick incoming. Come on, Real. Come on, Arsenal. Big up Big C. Great stream this afternoon. What a play you've got in the picture, man. Gabriel Batistuta, that guy, man. One of the most powerful shots I've seen. That guy's right foot was like a rocket. Boris said, big up Curtis Shaw, waking up at 3 a.m. to watch the match in your show. Love from Hong Kong. Hey, I appreciate that, man. That's some serious support. 3 a.m. Let's hope this game is entertaining. I want to see some goals, man. I do want to help out Big C, but I'm also honest enough to say I don't think I'm responsible enough for that kind of power. I appreciate your honesty, man. Sid said, can non-Arsenal fans be mod? Yeah, as long as you support the channel, man, it's no worries. Let's get to 25,000 today. Yeah, let's hope so, bros. Let's hope so, bro. Yeah, Batistuta was unbelievable. Arteta outshow back again if we lose 100%. Season finale on Friday. 2-hour special if it doesn't go well tomorrow. Don't be jealous of the Blues. It's not even jealousy, you know. I can't take the. I'm trying to protect my own club. Do you know what I mean? And I have to make sure Chelsea winning two Champions Leagues is a big problem for Arsenal. Are your neighbours going out tomorrow? They might need to. An injury here for Real Madrid. Real Madrid just looks strange in black socks. Usually it's the all-white kit. Nacho gets a kick on his ankle from Havertz. He's down, injured. If we lose tomorrow, Netflix incoming, 100%. Or maybe we do it on, maybe we do the, what's it called? Spotify, Daniel Ekman. Curtis, love your intro clips, class finishing. Hey, appreciate that, man. I was going to actually change it, but might just stick with it. Hopefully no Netflix on Friday, man. Curtis, London, Manchester, and the Midlands are blue. I disagree. Manchester, I'll let them off. London is still red. Even the Midlands, you know, I'm a Nottingham boy, so I've even got to say that the Midlands is red as well. But London's definitely still red, man. Come on. But Chelsea are definitely closing the gap, you know. Broad said you might have to do a 3-hour special like Broad's in lockdown, bro. In lockdown, man, Broads was doing 3.5-hour streams, holding the mic. I don't know how he had that. And then finishing after 3 hours and coming back on. The man's work rate went crazy for 2 months. He's disappeared since. You know what I mean? Big up Broads, man, every time. 42-year-old Henry or 21-year-old Nketiah. Honestly, no banter. 42-year-old Henry. Get him in front of goal. He's slotting it. I still don't know if Eddie at 21 is finishing, you know? So, hey, big up Alexander Gomez with a super chat. Buy you a drink for tomorrow's live stream. It's going to be a rough ride, I reckon. Bro, I appreciate that, man. It's going to be a mad one. It's the biggest game probably for Arsenal, I would say, in a couple of years at least. Probably since the last Europa League final. I know this is the semi-final, but this will determine the direction the football club goes in. Real Captain said, I'm getting the whole family to subscribe. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Got any videos of you playing it? I have, you know. I need to put some clips together and update it. I might actually put a video out during the summer. Yeah, a lot of people on about this Aubameyang interview. I only saw a clip of it on Twitter. I think it was like 30 seconds. I haven't seen all of it. I know he was talking about the malaria and things like that and how bad it was. It's a very, very serious illness, man. We're lucky that he got it early and that he's recovered. He's going to be the hero tomorrow, man. I'm telling you. I've been saying it all week. I always said, Curtis, as a United fan, I want Chelsea. Don't really know any Chelsea fans, so I just want a Prem team to go through and beat City. Well, I can understand that angle that you're looking at it because a lot of people think Chelsea will be more difficult for Man City than Real Madrid just because, you know, Chelsea have actually beaten Man City this year in the FA Cup semi-final. But hey, if Curtis makes a compilation, Daniel Ek is going to put a bid in. Heard GB slapped up AFTV. Is that true? No comment. No, as I said, man, it didn't go so well. It didn't go well. Obviously, we beat them the first game. But listen, they were the better team at the weekend. I'm not one for excuses. They deserved the win. We didn't manage to get our strongest team out. And I'll be honest, we need to have our best team out to win those type of games. So it is what it is. Me and Broad scored. We did what we could. You know, we've been leading that front line for a minute now, but it wasn't enough, unfortunately. But hey, next time we'll get them, man. Aubameyang hat-trick incoming. Listen, I'm telling you, he's going to be the man on Thursday. Will it be a hat-trick? But definitely a goal or two in him, I'm telling you. Big up, see, I'm also a real fan. Second team after Arsenal. Hey, big up, man. People say Aubameyang's interview is 21 minutes. Wow, is that how long it is? I'll have to watch that after. I thought it was just a short, like 2-minute interview. Curtis told me off for celebrating. Do you know what it was? We were losing and he scored and he's giving it. I'm like, yo, bro, you get back to the halfway line. But listen, man, why? Oh, good save by Courtois. Long range shot there. I think that was Jorginho who hit it. But yeah, listen, at least we got our goals anyway. I always said United already through to the final, so I'll be tuning into your live stream tomorrow, bro. Scenes FC, your Benfica stream is still elite. Oh, man, do you know what? I got so many messages after that stream. I remember that. People were like, I've never seen you act like that on the streams. This club brings out a different emotion in you, man. There's me saying it's Jorginho. I think it was actually Kante who hit it. You know, they do look quite similar. But listen, yeah, it will be Scenes FC tomorrow, man. It will, seriously. So much riding on it. I'm telling you, he was doing an Eddie, man. I see Broads running over to the fans, you know, about 8 fans there. Man's giving it all that. I'm like, Broads, we're losing, fam. You know what I mean? Dear. Mount is on it. Mount's a good player, you know. At the start, when he first came through, I wasn't totally sure about him, but I rate him. I think he's a good player. I see Rudiger's wearing a face mask. Arsenal DNA and AFTVFC, yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? We might need a name change just to pull that Arsenal DNA out of it. Free kick to Chelsea on the left-hand side. Good crossing position. It will be Chilwell whips it in back post. Oh, cleared away. It was actually Rudiger. There we go. I'm all over the place. Concentrating on the comments a lot. Here come Madrid. Benzema. Oh, Hazard. What a turn. He's been fouled there. Spun Jorginho. Absolutely spun him. Do you know what? I used to love Hazard when he was at Chelsea, you know. That kind of low centre of gravity. He looks like he's trimmed down a bit now, man. He put all sorts of weight on before. Courtesy you captain for the team. Now, Broads is skipper, you know. Broads is skipper. I'm vice captain. We're running the show there, man. Hazard is going to turn up tonight. I hope so. I really hope so. I was always a big fan of Hazard, even though a lot of the time it was at our expense. I still haven't forgot Francis Coquelin bouncing off Hazard and doing backflips and that felt like the end of his career at Arsenal when that happened, especially as he was meant to be the hard man midfielder, and this guy's got a man doing roly-polies on Stamford Bridge, man. It was long. Broads Captain Marvel. Hey, for real, man. Big bad Broads, you know. Sean said, Curtis, as a Chelsea fan, Arsenal are a bigger club than Chelsea, but we are the best team in London by far. I can't deny that. I can't deny that. We haven't been the best team in London for a few years, but we're the biggest. But yeah, it is what it is. Who do you think is going to win according to the match? I mean, do you know what? Chelsea, I'd say, have started the better team. You know, they've had more of the ball. They've had a couple shots. Chilwell finds Havertz. Chilwell's got it by. It looks like quite a slow game, man. That Coquelin spinner Rooney. Bro, man, your tough man midfielders doing a roly-poly on the pitch. From there, I said, this guy's done, man. You know what I mean? I was trying to defend him as well, thinking, yeah, him and Cazorla. When I seen that happen, I said, nah, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And is Hazard that strong to make you do a roly-poly over the pitch? Here's Chilwell. Finds Timo Werner. Onto the byline. Great ball in. Oh, cleared away. Good defending. It's offside anyway. Man said, Craig, I'm just a tapping merchant. Bro, listen, there's a knack to that, you know. I always say this. People, a lot of the time, people say that, you know, certain players, they score a lot of goals in the penalty area. Oh, a tapping merchant. There's a knack to it. I'm telling you, people make careers off that. If it was that easy, every striker would do it. You know, how come there are big strikers out there that don't score many goals? You know, because there's a certain, you know, timing and all that kind of stuff, man. It's quality. Broads Lineker, man, for real. 6-yard box specialist, man. Anything around the 6-yard box, Lineker was just sweeping it in everywhere. You know, he made a career out of it. So yeah, you have to position yourself well for them. Big up Sharif. Hope you're okay. Been doing so many exams. Yeah, busy times for a lot of people, man. You still got to find that space, Broads. I'm telling you. Eddie is a tapping merchant, but not a very good one. You know, that's the difference. Alan Shearer said that 10 goals a season are tappings. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Here's Luka Modric. Oh, straight the keeper. Good save. You know? Pippo Inzaghi, man, ultimate tapping merchant. Man won Champions Leagues. I think he was even in the World Cup squad that won it. You know, you can't knock it. Inzaghi and Raul were tapping. Yeah, bruv. Michael Owen, all them, man. All them old school strikers, man. If you scored 20 goals, like you said, at least 7, 8 of them were tappings. Here's Chilwell. Whips it in. Werner has scored 1-0. He's offside. He's offside. I thought he looked a yard offside. He would have really enjoyed that goal as well. Great ball across the penalty area from Chilwell. Taps it in and he's off. Yeah, Ruud van Nistelrooy was a serious tapping merchant as well. I'm sure at one point he hadn't scored a goal from outside the penalty area. Jay Mino said, I'm kind of a tapping merchant. Hey, don't worry about it, man. You know, a goal's a goal. You don't get any more for a 30-yard rocket than you do for a 2-yard tapping. You know, still a goal. Still says 1 on the score sheet. That goal was offside, by the way. Still 0-0. Well, good movement again, Timo Werner. I'm telling you. Remember, I told you, Timo Werner, in my opinion, next season's going to be a problem. I can see it. His movement is exceptional. His confidence is all over the place. Cheese is cheese, man. Bread is bread. You know what I'm saying? I feel for Timo. It's like anything he does, it's just not going for him at the moment, is it? Sometimes as a striker, it goes like that. But I always say as a striker, strikers worry when they're not getting chances. You know, when you're still getting chances, you're doing something right. Trust me, I think next season he's going to be a good player. Werner is finishing is like Heskey. Heskey gets so much slander, don't he, man? Lampard didn't have the system for him. I just think he needs a full pre-season. Although saying that, he'll be in the German squad, so he won't get a full pre-season. But no, I do think he'll be good. Certain strikers are good at deflecting shots in. I know he wasn't a striker, but Frank Lampard, you know the amount of times that guy used to shoot edge of the box, it would just get a deflection off a defender and go in. He had an actual knack for it. I don't know how he did it. Freddie Canute was a good player, man. I think played for Tottenham, didn't he? West Ham. He was decent. Freddie Canute. Not a bad player at all. Francis Jeffers was Arsenal's best striker. Changed my mind. It's crazy, isn't it? Man, you went to Everton and bought Wayne Rooney. We went to Everton and bought Francis Jeffers, you know. Didn't quite work out the same, did it? Crazy, man. You reckon Zidane will get the sack if he doesn't win the Champions League? It'll be interesting because if he doesn't win the league and he doesn't win the Champions League, will they keep him? I know the chairman is a big fan of Zidane, but it's hard, isn't it? This ain't the team that they had before. Before they had Ronaldo and that. You know, they haven't got a player like that. Hazard has not done anything to replace him. You got Modric. I think Modric is like 34, 35. They got a lot of old players, man. Ramos, Benzema, Modric. These guys are all in their 30s now. Pepe has 11 goals this season. Yeah, I mean, I think he's our top goal scorer in the Europa League. But he still needs to do more. He still needs to do more, but the manager needs to play him more. Tapping merchants are referred to as poachers. Yeah, exactly. Aubameyang even looking to be fit versus Villarreal. I got malaria then when I was young. Yeah, Mustafa, this is what I'm saying. It's a very serious illness. He's lucky to have recovered. So listen, it will be just amazing. You've recovered from that, and hopefully you get to the final. You know, it's the last dance for Madrid. I think they need a massive clear out, and they need to spend a lot of money to rebuild this team. I think Spanish football, especially Madrid and Barcelona, they're a year or two away from a crisis. You know, I look at Barcelona and I think, you know what? Messi's 34 in June. How many years has he still got left at that top level that he's at? You know, maybe in 2 years, Messi falls off. And then they've got a big problem because how do you replace him? They got players like Coutinho. They're now trying to get rid of him. Dembele, they're still not convinced by him. Griezmann, I think, has been poor at Barca, considering he cost 100 million. You know, they're in difficult periods, these Spanish teams. And it'll prove that if we get 4 English clubs in the 2 European finals. Messi at 40 will still be better than Willian. Yeah, maybe we'll buy Messi at 40, you know. Curtis, remember the Di Canio volley for West Ham? Oh, mate, that was unbelievable. The little jump and like volley. What a player he was, by the way. Shearer lived off it, so did Lineker, being a tapping merchant, 100%. Would you poach anyone from Barca or Real? Bro, Arsenal, yo, we would take all of their team probably. You know, we're way worse than them. I know I say they need a rebuild. We'd take nearly all their team. I look at this Madrid team tonight. I'd probably take nearly their whole team. But would hardly any of them, they wouldn't want to come to us. Probably maybe a couple of them on the bench. Asensio's an interesting player for me. I think he's a really good player. Seems to get benched a lot at Real Madrid. He's somebody I'd like to have, but whether he would leave them, I don't know. Big up John, he said, remember the Arsenal legend Michael Papadopoulos came on loan in the Invincible season, played 1 game, search him up. I honestly can't remember him, John, honestly. Actually can't remember him. You say he came on loan during the Invincibles? No, can't remember him at all. Played 1 game. Hey, big up John. John's always trying to throw some puzzles out there for us to find out, you know. Broad says the top Spanish clubs can't legitimately afford the big guns now, Mbappe, Haaland. The thing with Real Madrid, the king of Spain owns shares in Real Madrid. They will always find a way of getting the money. I'm sure Madrid this summer will go for Haaland or Mbappe. Barcelona is different. It's pretty much ran by the owners and the people who invest in the club. So it's a bit different for Barca, where Madrid can always find money from somewhere, and I think they have to. Werner could be in. Oh, good defending. Good defending, Casemiro. Asensio. Oh, Asensio's a top player. Chelsea are playing like Burnley. Real v City final. I mean, the thing is, Madrid have got to score. They've got to score, so you know, they have to attack at some stage. He got a medal and Cesc didn't. That's mad. Curtis, who do you think was the best player in the Emirates era? I think Alexis. Don't get me wrong, I loved Cesc Fabregas, but I just think the way Alexis sort of carried the team on his back and the passion. You know, I used to go to the Emirates just like, wow, I can't wait to watch this guy play. Obviously, Henry only played for a short period of time at the Emirates. Van Persie was outstanding, but I think he only did it for a short period of time as well. Fabregas is a player that I absolutely loved at Arsenal, I got to be honest, but Sanchez for me was the best one. Stop the Burnley slander. It's Benzema! Ooh, wow, that was close. I think Mendy saved that. Benzema, man. I enjoyed them comparisons, calling me Kurt Zima last week. Better than the Shamak ones, that's for sure. That's for certain. Oh, great save, Mendy. Tries to whip it into that far corner. Alexis was a savage best baller at the Emirates, 100%, man. 60 goals in 122 games for a winger. In that Arsenal team as well, that wasn't exactly amazing. But whipped in. This Mendy has quietly become a really good goalkeeper for Chelsea, I think, you know. I always say goalkeepers, when they're not spoken about very often, it means they're doing their job, you know. And I think this Mendy is solid. He's a lot better than Kepa, you know. Werner plays like the FIFA controllers changed from classic to alternate. What a comment. You know, like when man's still playing with the Pro Evo buttons and he's pressing shoot, but it's actually the pass button. That's what he's doing. Best player in the Emirates era, RVP. As I said, man, it's all opinions. All opinions. Mendy is still suspect. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Definitely an improvement on Kepa, though. I think that's for certain. Ramos 4 Champions Leagues, Chelsea 1. Oh, here's a chance. Kante, they're 3-on-1 here. Kante finds Havertz. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Timo Werner has scored, and I think he's offside again. Is he offside? It's a goal. He's running off. It looks like he's not offside, and it's a goal for Chelsea. Timo Werner, even he couldn't miss that one. A yard out. Timo Werner heads into the empty net. There'll be a VAR check. Zidane's clapping his hands, but I don't know why. It is 1-0. What a run from N'Golo Kante. Pulls it out wide to Havertz. He chips the goalkeeper. Let's see if... Look at Havertz. Little 1-2 with Werner. Look at the way Werner's just put Ramos on his back. Havertz dinks the keeper, hits the crossbar. Timo Werner is a yard out. If he missed that, he might as well have quit football. What a little dink from Havertz. It's the top of the crossbar. Goes up in the air. Timo Werner a yard out. Even he can't miss that. Is he offside? Could have been a great finish from Havertz. Kante, that little 1-2 with Timo Werner. The way Werner, it looks like he's holding off Ramos as well. Now, I'm sure there'll be a VAR check. You guys might hear it before me because I've got the commentary down. Tie done. You say that. Yeah, it counts 1-0. Timo, I told you, man, Werner's going to be a good player. Listen, it's unbelievable that Frank Lampard was completely misusing this guy. And N'Golo Kante is one of the best midfielders in the world. Maybe not on the ball, but his ability to win the ball back. And he has actually improved on the ball at Chelsea. Werner nearly missed the header. I'm sure he would have been nervous. Honestly, you know, a yard out, ball coming off the crossbar. Imagine you head it into the ground and it goes over, you know. I'm sure he would have been nervous. But hey, 1-0 to Chelsea, so 2-1 on aggregate. 1-1 would obviously go to extra time. 2-1 would still get Madrid through. They still need to score. Knots 21. If Chelsea win the Champions League, we'll say number one team in London. If City win it, another top six side win it. Can't win either way. I mean, Chelsea in the final will give Man City problems. They seem to have a system that kind of counteracts City a little bit. Kante, Declan Rice. I remember earlier in the season, TalkSport, I think it was Adrian Durham, and you know that guy's just controversial sometimes. I think he does it on purpose. He was like, yeah, Chelsea should replace Kante with Declan Rice. I'm like, is this guy serious? Declan Rice, a decent player, but like N'Golo Kante, this guy's won 2 Premier Leagues and the World Cup. He's an absolute monster. Like, he's a big part of the reason why Paul Pogba plays so well for France. Imagine having Kante covering for you in midfield. Unbelievable. Crossbar assist for Timo. I'm telling you, I put money on it. Timo's going to bang goals in next season. His movement's unbelievable. Look at the way he pinned Ramos, put him on the floor, and played the 1-2 with Kante, man. Kante is world class, 100%. 100%. Rice is a centre-back. I think he is. I think he reminds me of Eric Dyer, but probably more mobile. I knew Werner would come good. Listen, I'm telling you, next season, I think he'll bang goals. Chelsea will be distracted by the FA Cup and Real Madrid by La Liga. City will battle whoever is in the final. I think he'll be close. I honestly think it will be close. If it's Chelsea as well, Chelsea would make me nervous because I think that Chelsea will trouble Manchester City because they're quite defensive. They're so well organised that they can kind of handle them a little bit. Kante runs to training. Chelsea in again. Oh, Werner gives it away. That could have been 2-0. Knew Werner was getting a goal, easiest goal of his life. Listen, I bet he felt under pressure, though, I'm telling you. Big up Matt, man. I bet you're happy over there in Toronto, innit? Well, go on, brother. Your team look like they're heading to the Champions League final. Julian said, I said before here, Curtis, Chelsea, man for man, could have the best squad in the league. It's good. It's very good. It's very, very good. I would still just say City's is better. Because I'm thinking, you look at the strikers, you got Aguero, Jesus. They got so much creativity in midfield. Look at Werner. Look at the way he's concentrating. He's just thinking, just guide this in, please. Just don't miss. If he'd have missed that, he might as well just walk off the pitch. Don't disrespect Rice about Dyer. I know I've said it a few times. Some people get vexed. I said he's a more mobile Eric Dyer. Kante rolling about in a Mini Cooper shows his levels. He don't care about cash. Imagine what the guy's bank account looks like if he's, not buying these supercars. Man's just in the Mini Coupe. The little Mini Cooper, while these men are buying Lambos and that. People saying red card. What's going off here? Nah, there isn't. Casemiro fouled. Havertz, no card. Chelsea's squad depth is unreal. Their second team is better than our first. I mean, they spent 220 million in the summer. There are no paupers in this game. They're a big spender, man, Chelsea. Big spender. Big up from Jamaica. Wagwan Curtis. But sorry, it's gone off. Here we go. Both Euro competitions could be all English. I mean, UEFA will be absolutely fuming. I think they can't stand English dominance in football. But I can see it happening. Do you know what? I tipped Real Madrid to win this 2-1. They just don't seem to be attacking much. It's strange. Maybe it's the formation, but yeah, I think it could be both all English finals. Kante does it because he loves it 100%. Which of our players would get in the Chelsea team? Tierney and maybe Saka. Yeah, Tierney I think's better than Chilwell. None of the defenders after that. The keeper I don't think gets in. Thomas Partey I think could get in midfield. Saka maybe, Aubameyang maybe. No one else. And they're maybes as well, That's probably about it. Kante is a top 5 midfielder in the world. He's an absolute monster. El Messi, yeah, maybe he can be the ball boy or, fill up the water bottles. They said Kante fell off. Yeah, the disrespect, man. Only Tierney. Partey's rubbish. That's slander, man. I can't. Partey ain't rubbish, man. Partey and Kante would be an absolute machine of a midfield. Oh, but whipped in Benzema! Oh, what a save, Mendy. Great header. Tips it over. I think if he gets it either side of him, it's a little bit straight at him. He tips it over the bar. Should score. He's unmarked. He's goal side of Rudiger. He's just got to keep it away from him. Heads it straight at him. I suppose there's not much power in the cross. That's what made it a little bit difficult. Benzema gets under it a little bit. I mean, look, Mendy should save that. It is a good save, but he should save it, It is what it is. Nah, he's not rubbish. Tony Cruz plays it short. Comes out to Luka Modric. Will he hit this? Is it out wide? I don't know why. Oh, man, they've wasted it. What's going off here? Oh, it's all going off here. Players are squaring up in the penalty area. Ramos is fuming. Mendy is clear of Leno. Yeah, I think he is. I think Aubameyang can get in. They would love a striker. Ramos gets a yellow card, and, no one would be surprised if Ramos got sent off. He loves a red card. I don't even know what happened there. Ramos and Azpilicueta. He just froze Azpilicueta off him. Come on, Curtis Holding should be in that. Rob Holding, yeah, he can clean the stadium after the game or something, And said cat reflexes. If Partey had El Messi outside the box shooting, he'd be the boy. Yeah, I'm telling you. Partey, man, he got to work on that shooting. Man said Thomas Rosed Partey. Where was? Oh my days! He's literally just. They've probably had to order about 100 new footballs since they've signed him. Just kicking footballs out the ground every week. Benzema has stepped up ever since Ronaldo left. Yeah, he come out of his shadows, didn't he? He gave him an opportunity to be himself. Leno isn't even in the top 10 Premier League. It'll be interesting to have a look. Is he in the top 10 in the league? He's definitely not. He's not high if he is anyway. Yeah, definitely not great. Ramos on the juice. He's just crazy, isn't he, Ramos? To be fair, I'm not the biggest Azpilicueta fan. I think he's a little bit like he cheats a little bit as well sometimes, but then he's a bit dirty as well. Ramos will probably get sent off. You know, if they're losing, he'll do what PSG were doing yesterday and start losing his head. Curtis, don't be a hater. That was world class from Mendy. Nah, man, that wasn't world class. It's a good save. I give him credit. Most goalkeepers would save that. It's pretty much above his head. But he made it look good, you know. Ramos is doing MMA. He's a bit of a crazy guy, isn't he? To be fair, most teams have solid keepers in the league. I think Leno's okay, but, you know, I think we expected him to have got even better the longer he was at the club, you know. And it kind of hasn't. Christensen gets a yellow card for a foul on Mendy, the left back. Oh, stamped on the top of his foot. Xavi or Iniesta, both together in midfield, were world beaters. Oh, they were just... You couldn't get the ball off them two, you know? Xavi was the dictator who controlled it, and Iniesta was the magician. They were just phenomenal. Leno peaked last year. Possibly was good. But obviously, I think the Emi Martinez thing made it worse for him, you know. Ball out wide. Real Madrid look poor, man. They look really poor. Boris said only Alisson, Edison, De Gea, and Lloris are better than Leno. For me, this Mendy's better than him. I think Kasper Schmeichel's better than him. Who else? I'm trying to think who the other goalkeepers are, to be honest. Yeah, he's better than Pickford. I'd say he's better than Pope. No, he probably is 10. He probably is top 10, you know. I can't think of 10 better than him, to be honest. Top 10 keepers, Edison, Schmeichel, Alisson. Emi, yeah. Mendy, Areola, De Gea, Henderson, Dubravka, Lloris. That's harsh. That is harsh. That Henderson's decent, actually. Emi, of course, yeah, would be above him. Mendy's better. Dean Henderson. Leno is like 8th. Alisson, Edison, Mendy, Schmeichel, Pope, Henderson, Ryan. So man are saying Matt Ryan's better than him. Areola, Martinez, and Lloris are all better. People can't stand him now. Man are saying he's the same level as Almunia. That is slander. Even I'm not going to go as far as that. That is really harsh. Schmeichel, Pope, Emi, Mendy, Henderson, Dubravka, Fabianski. This is a man we sold about 7 years ago who wasn't even rated. I don't know. Is Fabianski better than Leno? I don't think he is, man. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't watched much of him. I just still don't rate him. Henderson was brilliant for us. We missed him big this season. Yeah, who did Sheffield United? They got that Ramsdale, was it? Nowhere near the same level. Bruv, Cycling GK is a legend, man. Listen, I'm hoping to get him on the channel at some stage. I've got to connect at Watford, so I'm hoping to get him on at some stage. We have communicated, but I haven't had the nod yet whether he's going to come on or not. His channel is unbelievable. In the Prem, it'll be even better. It'll be 100 times better in the Prem. I just hope they keep him on. Abdi said, big up Curtis. Friday morning will feel like a hangover. I'm not going to read the rest of that comment out because I'm not speaking it into existence. We're gonna wake up hungover and celebrating because we've beaten Villarreal and sent Unai Emery packing back home and out of the competition. Good evening. He's gonna have a bad evening tomorrow, I'm telling you. But nah, I think some of those keepers who we're naming, I think he's a little bit harsh on him. I'm still not convinced Fabianski is better. Pope is okay, but he's not amazing. Lloris is declining. I would still say Lloris is probably better than Leno, though. I think you got an argument for 7 or 8, possibly. Oh, chance Mason Mount. It's blocked. And scooped over by Werner. Man are saying Randolph's better. You lot better relax, man. Nah, man. Leno is just Karius with hair gel. It's funny how people turn, innit, quick on these players. Man are saying Ramsdale's better. It's harsh. It's really harsh. As we're doing this, I'm just looking at the Premier League table to kind of figure out what keepers are better. I mean, Man City got Ederson, United have got De Gea, Leicester Schmeichel, Mendy at Chelsea. So 4 there. I would say Lloris, Alisson, Emi Martinez. So that's 7. Rui Patricio's not bad, but again, Dubravka's been good, but then they've conceded. They've got like the 4th worst defense in the league. It's hard to tell with players like Dubravka and Pope because they're in a poor team. So you don't know how good they would be in a better team, you know? I think Leno's top 10, man. I think he is top 10. But he's low. He's probably 7th or 8th, something like that. Man, I'm saying Kepa's better than Leno. Oh, man. Schmeichel, yeah, Schmeichel's better. Randolph is so good. Have you ever watched him play more than 3 games? Probably not. Point proven. Randolph's rubbish, man. Randolph ain't nothing special, bro. You know what I mean? Football fans are so reactionary. Leno was like Jesus in goal for the fans last season. Now he's like the Antichrist. Same thing with Maitland-Niles and Holding. Look at this man is saying Leno doesn't even make the top 15. Like, come on, people. Come on. Surely, man. Relax. People smash the like button. 500 people watching. Only 50 likes. Yeah, come on. We can do better than that. You know what I'm saying? We got 500 in here. You guys know the drill. Them likes make a big difference on the video being shared and getting the relevant views and oh no, we're at nearly 200 likes, people. Szczesny is better than Leno now. This talk of Szczesny being sold in the summer, and he was being linked with Arsenal. I don't know if that was just paper talk. Big up Curtis, hit the like button, almost 25k. Yeah, what we at? How many more do we need? Can we even hit it tonight? We need 48 to get it tonight. Corner to Chelsea, minute to go till half time. Let's see. But Leno's being annihilated. I hope Leno doesn't watch his channel because people are telling me he's not top 10 and people are even saying not top 15 in the league. Listen, but I'm putting you in the top 10. You know, you're probably 8th or somewhere like that. Name me a Prem first choice keeper that would make you more nervous than Leno. They've blown half time, even though it's Chelsea's corner. Let's do the time. Right, there we go. Right, I tell you what. Let's sort this out. We'll do it together. We'll do it together, people, because you're annihilating Bernd Leno right now. Let's have a look at this Premier League table. So obviously, Man City is what? Let me zoom in on that, man. That's way too far. So obviously you got Ederson. You got Ederson. You got De Gea. Do you lot think Henderson at United is better than De Gea as well? I do quite like that Henderson. You've then got Schmeichel and Mendy, so there's at least 4 in the top 4. Fabianski, for me, I would have a big argument. I still don't think Fabianski is that good. Tottenham have got Lloris. Yeah, he's probably more reliable. Alisson's obviously one of the best. Pickford, come on. Pickford ain't better than Leno. Pickford is full of mistakes, man. You know, he's actually not too bad for England, but for Everton, he's a calamity, man. Emi Martinez. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 better. The Leeds keeper I don't rate. That young guy. Wolves got Rui Patricio. He's not bad, but he's nothing special. Palace, that Guaita, is it? I don't rate him. Brighton's keeper. Who is Brighton's keeper? I don't even know. I can't imagine him being that good. Is it McCarthy for Southampton? He's not all that. Burnley got Pope. He's all right, but I don't think he's all that. Newcastle, I do like Dubravka, but is he a good keeper at a smaller club? Could he go to a big club? Fulham, I got Areola. I do think he's good. I think obviously he'll get a move in the summer. West Brom have got Johnston, is it? He's quite highly rated. And Sheffield United got Ramsdale. For me, he's squeezing in the top 10, man. Man said, yo, Pope at the start of FIFA was legit, bro. He's about 6'5", isn't he? 82 rated or something. Big up Stackademic's got to get some sleep. Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's massive. Dean, Pickford is awful. Come on. Like, we ain't putting Pickford above Leno, surely, man. I know a few Everton fans, they can't stand him. He's had so many mistakes at Everton. Lee said, evening, Big C, ready for Scenes FC tomorrow. Massively ready, bro. Allison was carried by Van Dijk. He's no better than McCarthy. Yo, the goalkeeper slander is mad. Okay, Leno is 8-4 ninth. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm putting him 8-4 ninth, man. He sneaks into the top 10. But I'm not having Pickford better than Leno. Pickford is poor, man. Leno was our most important player last year. Aubameyang for me, 22 Premier League goals, 2 in the FA Cup semi-final and 2 in the final. I think Aubameyang was more important, but Leno was good last year. He was good. This year, I don't know what's happened to him. Maybe his confidence is shot. Curtis, what is your best midfield three in the world right now? So from any club, Kevin De Bruyne's got to be in there. He's unbelievable. The best in the Prem for me. After that, it's difficult. Because Kante's unbelievable. Pogba's got the talent but lacks the consistency for me. Got unbelievable ability. Bruno is a stat pad merchant, but he's a great player. You know, you can... I watch a lot of games where I think Bruno doesn't do that much, but he scores. And you can't deny that. That is a quality that is undeniable. Kimmich is very good. Modric has been bossing it this season at the age of 35. Yeah, I wouldn't go far off that one. I'd like to put... The other two you would consider would be the Man United two, really. Bruno and Pogba. Because Bruno's numbers are ridiculous. They're very difficult to ignore. Bruno's got like... I mean, I don't know what his stats are this season. Let me have a look at Bruno Fernandes' stats. This guy's numbers are not a joke. It's very difficult for me to deny his numbers. This season, he's got 16 goals and 11 assists. And that's in the Prem. He's got 5 in the Europa League. Nah, man. Nah, that's too much. And he's got... Nah. Bruno's got to be in there, you know. I'm sorry. Them numbers are absolutely ridiculous. They're ridiculous. And I don't even rate him as one of the best three, like, midfielders. You can say Pens, you know, but no, listen. Them numbers are a joke. You won't see a midfielder in the world get near them. 16 assists. I mean, 11 assists. 16 goals in the Prem. Come on, 27 goal contribution in 34 games. And then 5 in 7 in the Europa League. And he already got 4 in 6 in the Champions League. Bruno's got to be in there. And I'm not even a massive fan of him. 10 or Pens, listen. Messi, Ronaldo, 2 of the greatest players the game's ever seen. Neither one of them are that great at penalties. A lot of people think a penalty is just a certified goal. It's a tap-in. It takes a lot of pressure. Them numbers, listen, and believe me, people, I'm not even the biggest Bruno fan. I have a lot of arguments with Man United fans when I say, listen, man, Bruno, but them numbers are undeniable. They really are. They're phenomenal. I agree with that. He's class. We just don't like him. Maybe Kante, De Bruyne, and Bruno. Pogba's not consistent enough for me. And Modric is obviously unbelievable. But he's not the player he used to be. You know, he's still phenomenal on the ball. I do like Kimmich, but I don't think Kimmich is better than Kante. You know? So no, I would go with KDB, Bruno, and Kante. Maybe I'm being a little bit biased to the Premier League. But yeah, that's how I'd go with. Fabinho's a great player, just obviously hasn't had a great year. He's had to play in defence a lot. And even last season, Thiago was outstanding. I do like Toni Kroos. I think Modric is better than him, if I'm honest. I've always felt Modric was the better one out of the two. I think Pogba's ability, like Pogba for me has got way more ability than Bruno Fernandes. But it's about the output. It's about what you're producing on the pitch. No, do you know what I was thinking? No, Ronaldo is good at penalties. It was Messi. I saw a compilation the other day of Messi where Messi's missed loads of penalties for Barcelona. Not Ronaldo, sorry. It's just automatically when I say Messi, I say Ronaldo. Yeah, Messi has missed a lot of penalties in his career. What I mean is a penalty is not just a given. Look at Manchester City. I don't think De Bruyne takes their penalties, even Aguero when he was playing, because they missed a lot of penalties. They're not as easy as they look. Where is Tielemans? I like Tielemans. Very good player, but obviously not in the top 3 in the world. Matthias Jimenez, what's up, Curtis from Miami? Big up, bro. Thank you for tuning in. I hate United, but I love Pogba. I'm a massive fan of Pogba. I was gutted when Pogba went to United because I thought he would take them to the next level, but it hasn't. He's done well, but hasn't been consistent enough, man. He really hasn't. Ederson should take penalties. It's interesting, isn't it? Goalkeepers spend, probably an hour a day kicking a ball, working on their kicking. You would think they would be better at penalties than anybody. You'd think they'd just be able to ping penalties in the top corner. But you never really see it. I remember Chilavert. Remember Chilavert back in the day used to take free kicks. I think he played for Paraguay. He used to take set pieces. Pogba in the World Cup final. Listen, he's a different player for France. I think we all know that. Put Kante behind him, and he used to have Matuidi and players like that. Pogba is a different player for France. Kimmich is class, who said there, yeah, very good. James said, Harry Kane, the penalty king. He is definitely one of the most prolific. Kane. Every time Kane gets a penalty, I just think this is a goal. I don't expect him to miss. Big up Naveen says, big up from Trinidad. Big up South London's finest. Smash the likes and subscribe, people. Really appreciate all the support. We need 41 more. Can we sneak 25k today? I think we can do it. We're on 250 likes, so big up to everyone for the support ahead of tomorrow's monumental, epic clash. Villarreal against Arsenal, man. It's going to be huge. I should have put a bet on Chelsea, damn it. Yeah, do you know what? I saw that Madrid team and thought they were going to trouble them, but they've been so poor. Mendy's made 2 good saves, especially the one where he tips it around the corner from Benzema. Hazard hasn't really done anything. Biggest sign of Arsenal can make is Conte. I saw Tottenham being linked with Conte today, but apparently he gave a statement a few days ago where he said, listen, I'm committed to Inter Milan. I want to be here next season. They're in the Champions League. He's just won the title. I don't see any reason that he would want to leave Inter. I think they're building something there. Big up Tokyo Guna. Good morning. Hey, big up, man. Big up everyone, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for your support. Over 600 of you in the chat. It's much appreciated. Iniesta or Modric? Ooh, different players. I probably slightly favoured Iniesta. He was a bit more of a magician for me. Modric was kind of the guy who dictated the game. Iniesta would just, Iniesta's one of them players, always turned up in the biggest games as well. World Cup finals, Champions League finals. He would just turn into a monster. Bruno is 2 years younger than Pogba. That's mad. That's crazy, isn't it? I actually didn't know that. No reason for Conte to leave. He ain't going nowhere, man. Rodri or Kante for me. They're different players. Rodri's a bit more of a ball player. Keeps the game ticking, but I like Kante a lot more. Kante or Partey, again, it's got to be N'Golo, man. He's a monster. He's world class. I actually don't think Thomas Partey is a world class player. I think he's a very, very good midfielder. I think he's a beast, but I don't consider him as a world class midfielder. Kante for me is world class. LG, I didn't see the stream earlier. What's your brief opinion on the Sarri rumour? Number one, I don't think it's genuine. I don't think that Arsenal would necessarily go for him. And would he even want to come back to England? The problem you've got, he's been at Juventus, he's been at Napoli, he's been at Roma. Conte's settled at Inter. There aren't many jobs for him. I don't know who AC Milan's coach is at the moment, but he may be thinking, you know what, I want to get back into work. Maybe I will go back to England. It's interesting. I said this earlier. Sarri he finished second at Napoli, and that was a fantastic Napoli team. He then went to Chelsea, finished third, won the Europa League against us, obviously, in Baku, and got to the League Cup final. He then goes to Juventus, wins the Super Cup and the league, but for some reason, he's just not rated. Like, nobody rates him. You know, nearly every Arsenal fan I spoke to, they were like, I don't want Sarri. I don't want him anywhere near the club. I'm not sure. I think he'd do better than Arteta, but I still don't know if he's the manager that we could do with, really. There's such a shortage of top managers available at the moment. That's the problem. You know, people like Raul saying Brendan Rodgers and Antonio Conte, they'll be so difficult and so expensive to get. You know, would they even want to come? So Sarri, for me, I'm not overly convinced by. I've got to be honest. Big up Dwayne from Barbados. Big up William. He said, big up Curtis. Massive game tomorrow. All of us Israeli gooners are renting out an entire pub in central Tel Aviv tomorrow. Arteta, from his interview, is very arrogant. Complete yes, man. Hit the likes. Hey, listen, enjoy yourself in the pub, man. Let's hope you're celebrating by about 10:30 tomorrow night, man. Let's really hope so. Big up Jeffrey. He said, Curtis, I've been watching all your videos since August. You haven't read my comment once. There you go, Jeff. Be patient, man. You'll get there. I always try and read as many as I can, man. Apologies if I miss a lot of you guys' comments. Arsenal Queen said Curtis Arteta won't go even if we lose. I mean, that's the worry, isn't it? That is the worry. That he's just... I kind of feel like his arrogance comes from the fact that he knows he's so secure in that job, and that's a massive problem. South London's fine. He said, if Arsenal had ambition, you buy Ten Hag or Rodgers out of their contract. Listen, I agree with that. I know Ten Hag signed a 1-year extension, but if you've got enough ambition, you buy that straight away. He's only there till 2023. You know, his wage can't be that massive. Brendan Rodgers would be tough. He's on a good wage. Leicester look like they're going to be in the Champions League. They got a new training ground being built. He may actually look at Leicester and just think they're a far better team than Arsenal right now. But Ten Hag, we should be able to get him, but would we? You know, what makes a world-class player, though? I think world-class players are elite footballers in their position. I think they are players that, number one, would get in most teams. They're consistent, and their peak is higher than the majority of other players in the world. When Kante is at it, he's almost unplayable. You know, he will hunt you down all over the pitch. When Pogba plays well, you can hardly deal with him. He's powerful, he's strong, he can play. De Bruyne, you know, their peak is untouchable. You can't cope with them at their peak, and they can consistently hit that peak as well. That's what I would say anyway. But listen, it's all down to opinion, isn't it? Man said, sorry, the smoking gooner. Can you imagine him, man, smoking on the touchline? It's not a good look, is it? Sports Genius said, Big C, what if the players are not good enough instead of the manager? That's on the owner and the board. For example, 3 managers that know more about football than us have had similar results. I disagree. I think we know more about football than Arteta. Now, I know what you mean. Listen, it is a combination of the manager and the players and the board, let's be honest. If you bring in new owners now and back Mikel Arteta in a big way, I'm sure he would improve. If you sack Mikel Arteta and bring in a top quality manager, I'm sure he would get more out of these players. You know, all 3 of them need to be improved in the sense. So it is what it is. Ryan said, Arsenal are a big club with elite players. Don't let Arteta fool you. Listen, I think he's made us worse than what we are, you know. That's what I would say. Curtis, it's the players, bro. Mixture of the two, I would say. Players, manager, in fact, and owner, I would say three. Is Aubameyang world class? He's an elite goal scorer, but I don't think he's a world class. World class to me right now as a striker, I'm saying Lewandowski, Harry Kane. There's not many others, you know. There's not many others. I think it's too early to call Haaland. There aren't many world class strikers. Let's be real. Aubameyang's. No, I don't know. I don't know. Aubameyang, maybe not. Benzema, yeah. Even though he doesn't get mad numbers, I love Benzema. I think he's just an unbelievable footballer. Mbappe, Mbappe's world class, man. Mbappe's a joke of a footballer. Second half about to kick off. Let's see who will be joining Manchester City in the final. Will it be an all-English final? Chelsea in pole position right now. Zidane. I mean, the tactics just don't seem to be working. They didn't work in the first leg either. Yeah, Benzema is different gear. Lewandowski is the best striker in the world. Benzema, touch of R9 and finish. Touch of Zidane, finish of R9. It's not a bad mixture. Luis Suarez definitely was. Is he still at that level? You know, Aguero was as well. I know that actually Suarez has scored a lot of goals this season at Atletico. So maybe he is performing at that level still. Curtis, I think Sancho is a better all-round player than Mbappe. That's a strong comment. Not for me. I get you, but I just don't think he's as effective. You know, I don't think he's as effective as Mbappe. Yeah, big up everyone in the chat, man. Big up all of you for tuning in. Got 600 in here. It's much appreciated on a Wednesday night. It's not Arsenal either, so I respect you guys' commitment. Ali Dia is the best striker in the world. Got an unbelievable goal record. Ings is world class. Nah, not for me. Would you sign Aguero? Do you know what? If I could get Aguero for 1 year, 1 year contract, I wouldn't be against it. The problem with Aguero, he's going to want massive wages. He's going to want more than a year. I think he would want 2 or 3, and I wouldn't commit that to him at this age. If you offered me Aguero for 1 year, I wouldn't say no to it. I honestly wouldn't. What about Lukaku? Very good striker. Not world class in my opinion. Oh, header hits the crossbar from Havertz. Wow, great ball in from Azpilicueta. Havertz playing in this. Oh, that's a great header. Courtois, no chance. Hits the bar. I take Sergio for 2 years. Listen, I just think his finishing and movement is just phenomenal. Aguero and Suarez, world class. Definitely the ability-wise, finishing-wise, they're unbelievable. They're past their best now, but you know, unbelievable. Aguero, so I could have him on my shirt. He'd be a good one to put on the shirt, wouldn't it? Prime Suarez or Prime Lewandowski? I would probably say Prime Suarez, you know, because I don't know. I just felt like he was unplayable at his best. He tore the Premier League to shreds. He's done bits for Uruguay. He's ripped it up at Barcelona. Oh, my days. Little nutmeg from Havertz on Tony Cruz, his German teammate. Lukaku, not world class. No, for me, he's not. For me, he's not. His goal record is fantastic. But, it's a tough one. No, I would say he's not. I think he's... Camera playing up there. Apologies. Yeah, I would say he's top class, not world class. Diego Costa, right? I got to be honest. He was a player that when he was at Chelsea, I never liked him, couldn't stand him, but he was a player I looked at and I just thought, I'd love to have you at Arsenal. You know, you're such a horrible player to play against. But he's just fantastic. He used to bully teams. He scored goals. He had good feet as well. He was strong. He was aggressive. He was a bit of a cheat. Let's be honest. But he was just an old-fashioned number 9. I just thought he was a fantastic player, Diego Costa. I didn't like him, but he was good. Sheridan said, Big C, Amir and Kane to United. Glazers want to dim the flames. The only thing is, I'm hearing 90 million. For me, Harry Kane, they wouldn't sell him for 90 million. But I think Kane would be outstanding at United. I think he'd be even better at Man City just because the amount of service he would get. But I could imagine it in like the English Van Nistelrooy at Man United. Yeah, no, listen, like I said, it's opinions, people. For me, Lukaku has got a fantastic goal record. He's a player that I rate very highly, but I don't consider him a world-class footballer. I just don't. Some of you may. He's definitely stepped up a notch at Inter Milan under Conte, but I still don't consider him world-class. I just don't. Drogba or Costa? Nah, Drogba was elite, man. He was one of the best at playing up front by himself. Although he did have a few seasons where, he didn't get as many goals as he probably should have. Here come Chelsea. Chilwell whips it in. Oh, flicked away at the back post. Curtis, did you? Oh, big up Curtis. I'm Totti or Del Piero. Do you? They were both unbelievable. For some reason, I always loved Francesco Totti. I don't know why. I did like Del Piero a lot, but I was a big fan of Francesco Totti, man. In that Roma, at Rome. I always thought he was going to leave. I remember he was linked with Real Madrid. Diaz or Van Dijk. I mean, look, if we're talking this season, then obviously we're gonna say Diaz. But them two at their best, I would still put Van Dijk ahead of Diaz. Him at his best, I feel, is still slightly above Ruben Diaz. I know, listen, in football, sometimes we're very quick to just go off form and forget what people have done. I think that Van Dijk, but can Van Dijk reach that level when he comes back? He's had a very big injury. Thierry Henry, best striker Arsenal ever had. Listen, I think he's the best player we've ever had, I Am King said Kane should leave England. He'd be great at Barca or Madrid. Yeah, I could see. I mean, yeah, I think he would. Imagine Kane, little 1-2s with Messi. He's a better striker than Griezmann. And Benzema, I mean, Benzema's still playing well, though. That's the only thing. Will Zidane be willing to replace him? And would they even want him? I haven't seen them link with him. Diaz will be better than Van Dijk in 2 seasons. He reads the game so well. I mean, we'll see next year when Van Dijk's back. It'll be great to see both of them. In the leagues, both playing well. They both seem to improve the players around them. I always think that's a telltale sign of how good a player is. John Stones looks a different player next to Ruben Diaz. And Van Dijk was, making Gomez and players like that look fantastic. Hazard and Benzema are even playing. Benzema's had a couple chances, but Hazard has done nothing. Christian Vieri or Marcelo Salas. You know what? I like both players. Salas was a beast for Chile. Christian Vieri was very good. Salas was a bit smaller and, movement. Vieri was a bit bigger. I used to love Italian football back in the day, man. Broad said, Kane, he's not at that top level for me. He's not clutch, but he is consistent. Yeah, I would say that he's not as good as Lewandowski. I think Lewandowski's in a league of his own as an out-and-out striker. Mbappe is an attacking player. He can play on the left, the right, through the middle. But yeah, for me, Lewandowski is by far the best striker. Do you know what? Lee Trundle I played against him. He's one of the best players I've ever played against. It's amazing that you put him in the comments. I actually speak to him still. He was at Bristol City when I played against him. I was at Yeovil. And this guy, man, he was playing league football. Chelsea could be in. Mason Mount puts it over. What a miss. What a miss into the penalty area. Puts it over the bar. That would have been game over, surely. Lee Trundle. That guy was chesting the ball down on the halfway line and trying to lob the goalkeeper from the halfway line. He was he was nutmegging people. He was flicking over the head. I just said, this guy, man. I remember watching him during the game and thinking, what a player this guy is. He's playing with so much freedom. And because I was a young player at the time, young players, you're a bit apprehensive. You don't want to make mistakes. And then I'm just watching this guy just shoot from the halfway line and that. He was just a great player. Prime Henry or Prime Neymar? Listen, Neymar, you need to relax. Yeah, Prime Henry all day long. But listen, Prime Neymar's a monster. Let's be honest, but I'm going for Thierry, man. Madrid look all out of ideas. It's such a weird performance. They just look old and kind of washed up now. It's just not the same team, is it, man? That had Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema, all of them. They're a bit younger as well. This team looks a bit old now, man. Madrid do not look interested. Nah, I think they need a new time. Zidane achieved so much at Real Madrid. Coming back was a little bit risky. Sometimes you can tarnish your legacy a little bit. Collymore and Brian Roy, I saw that partnership play live a few times when I was younger. Collymore was unbelievable them days. Vieira for me. Excuse me. Obviously, with Vieira being an Arsenal player, I just think he had a bit more than Keno about him. Big up the Green Gooner. Thank you very much, bro, for the super chat. Said, big up, Curtis. Thanks for the stream again tonight. Havertz beginning to show his worth now. Chelsea will go very close in the league next year. I think they've got a fantastic manager, I remember when he left PSG, and a lot of Arsenal fans were saying, oh, would you take Thomas Tuchel if Arteta goes? And there was a lot of mixed feelings on him. People weren't sure. But he really seems a good coach, man. And I feel like this team is playing for him. And I agree. I think Chelsea will be title challengers next year. Havertz just casually nutmegging people. And as I said, I think Werner will score more goals next season. They're so well organised at the back as well. They will bring in a couple of players in the summer. I think they're a problem next year. Shearer used to smash penalties. Yo, that guy used to rip the net in half, bro. Serious. Shearer or Kane? I think Kane's silkier than Shearer. But I still would say Shearer at the moment is ahead of Kane, He won the Premier League. He bagged mad goals. He hardly got injured, really. Kane's quite injury prone. I still believe that Kane's 4 biggest games of his career, he hasn't turned up in them. Champions League final, did absolutely nothing. Carabao Cup final, against Man City the other week, did absolutely nothing. FA Cup semi-final for Tottenham against Man United, did nothing, got wrapped up by Smalling. And then World Cup semi-final for England against Croatia, did nothing. Scoring hat-tricks against Panama and teams like that. Get to the World Cup semi-final, bottles it. Could have just laid it across for Sterling, 2-0, game over. See you in the final. England v France, biggest game for England since 1966. Hits it straight at the keeper. So for me, Alan Shearer, still above Kane for me. Chelsea are missing all these sitters. Yeah, I mean, I cannot believe how bad this Madrid team is. I honestly think if Liverpool would have had Van Dijk and players like that available, they would have smashed this team. They got their tactics all wrong and sat off them because I don't think they had the confidence in their defence to deal with them, and they should have beat them. Big up John Layout. Thank you very much, bro, with the super chat. Much appreciated. He said, my older cousin played against Fabregas when he was 16, when my cousin was at Palace Youth System. I remember him telling me about Fabregas, saying he was going to do big things in the future. Cesc, for me, is one of the best centre midfielders that have ever played for Arsenal. He's unbelievable. 16 years of age, this guy was in Arsenal's first team, when we were doing big things. I remember the Champions League game against Juventus when he bossed Patrick Vieira. Vieira had gone to Juve and Fabregas was just bossing it, set up Henry, and he was so good on the ball. So many games I've watched Arsenal in the stadium and I've just had player cam on him. His movement, he wasn't even that quick. He would just find his way out of tight spaces, and just an unbelievable player, Fabregas. I was gutted when he left. Big up South London's finest said, Henry came out on Sky Sports this week and said Andy Cole was the striker he loved watching the most. Could you have imagined how terrifying that would have been? Andy Cole, I mean, remember Andy Cole at Newcastle? I think he got 35 or 40 goals in all competition. Andy Cole's from Notts as well, so I have to defend Andy Cole. Didn't have the England career he should have. Obviously, Glenn Hoddle famously said that he needs 3 or 4 chances to score one, and that kind of sat on him for the rest of his career, But Andy Cole was good, man. He won the treble at United. Henry actually admitted on TV he rated R9 over George Weah. 100%. Oh, chance again for Chelsea. I actually missed that. Oh, my days. What a miss. Havertz one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Hits it straight at him. That's an awful miss. The ball's bouncing. Oh, man. He hits it against Courtois' leg. They're trying their best here, aren't they, Chelsea, to just keep the game alive. That's a terrible miss. Ashton said Fabregas better than Ozil every single day of the week. No comparison for me at Arsenal. Fabregas was miles better than Mesut Ozil. Timac said Recoba, Forlan, Zamorano, Riquelme, Rui Costa, Hernan Crespo, all sick players. I loved Riquelme, loved him. Rui Costa as well. Oh, Recoba, the little left-footed dynamo at Inter. Yeah, they don't make these players like they used to, man. They really don't. Figo or Rivaldo. Do you know what? Both unbelievable players, but I was a bit of a Rivaldo fan. I always loved Barcelona, the Brazilians, and Rivaldo, that left foot was just something else. But Figo obviously was a boss. Duncan Disorderly Ferguson, all elbows, mate. They say he's one of the toughest players to play against. Prime Fab or Prime Sanchez. I'll go Prime Sanchez because I think Prime Sanchez could win you the game. I think Prime Sanchez you could give him the ball, he could win you the game. I feel like Fabregas, because he was more of a creator, creators still rely on the strikers sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So I'll go Prime Sanchez. Here come Real Madrid. Are they actually going to create anything in this game? That guy said, remember the fake George Weah cousin that got a contract at Southampton? Do you know what? I actually saw an interview the other day with Harry Redknapp where he was talking about that guy, saying he was offered to him and he never took him. And then obviously, I think it was Graham Souness signed him and he came on. He couldn't even play football. The agent had tricked him. R9 or CR7, listen, for me, it's R9 all day long, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite striker of all time. CR7's unbelievable. The consistency of CR7 and Messi can't ever be ignored. But yeah, I've got to go for R9. Curtis Cole and York partnership. It was legit, man. It was serious. Obviously, I had Dwight York on the channel earlier in the season we did a preview, and I spoke to him quite a bit off camera. And yeah, listen, that partnership was famous. Cole and York. Big up, Daniel. Hope you're well, bro. He said, evening, Curtis. We better turn it around tomorrow. Do you think we've honestly got a chance of getting through to the final? We have to believe. We're 2-1 down. We got an away goal, 1-0, 2-1. I've predicted 3-1. I think we're going to beat them tomorrow. I think we're going to beat them and get through. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I think we're going to beat them. I really do. CR7 is better, but R9 was a different player, the best to ever touch the ball, just unlucky. Listen, man, R9's my favourite, man. You know what I'm saying? Best striker, best finisher I've seen. Fabregas couldn't shoot. He scored a few good goals, though. He did score a few. Curtis, have you seen before Roma Scudetto trying in 01 of Totti, Battigola, Montella, Del Vecchio? Del Vecchio, I remember them, man, there. Proper ballers they was. Italian football was unbelievable back in the day. Probably the best league in the world back then. Ferdinand and Shearer, yeah, was Newcastle days. Big Les Ferdinand, man. He was a beast in the air. Who will score tomorrow? Listen, Pierre-Emerick Blood-Clot Aubameyang is going to score tomorrow. Remember I told you. I can see it already. I hope he plays Martinelli. I really do, but I'm not confident that he will. They've made changes. Asensio's come on. Vinicius Junior's off. Who's the football GOAT for you? My personal GOAT is R9. Ronaldinho is close. Ronaldinho won the World Cup, the Champions League, the League, the Ballon d'Or. Like, he's won the lot, I think Ronaldinho is the most talented footballer the world has ever seen, in my opinion. He was just a party animal, so he didn't produce it for as long a period as your Maradonas, your Pelés, your Messis, your Cristiano Ronaldos, your R9s. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. Obviously, I don't really name Maradona because I've seen a lot of videos, but I didn't really. I think I saw him live '94. All shot there, saved by the keeper, comes back out. There's a corner. Maradona, obviously, I never seen enough of him. You know, I saw highlights of him. My dad said he's the best player he's ever seen. I only really go off my own time frame. I would say Ronaldinho, R9, or Messi. I'm an R9 fan. You know what I'm saying? Or Ronaldinho, really. Ronaldinho is the most entertaining. But I just felt R9 could not be stopped when he was good. And he was doing it to like the best defenders. He was doing it to Maldini and Nesta and Puyol and these man, ripping them apart. Ronaldinho is the most entertaining, most talented footballer I think anybody has ever seen. You know, you had to watch him play. If Barcelona were playing, you had to watch just to watch that guy play. He could do anything. Here's a free kick to Real Madrid. Toni Kroos crossing position, whips it in. Poor free kick, headed away at the near post. I cannot believe the amount of chances that Chelsea have missed. They are hammering Real on the counter-attack. It's 3-on-3. It's 3-on-3. Timo Werner. Kante on the overlap. And N'Golo Kante. What a block. That is unbelievable defending. He took a little bit too long to get the shot off. That is an unbelievable block. Oh, man, they're going to regret these misses if they're not careful. Did you rate Samuel Eto'o? Oh, Eto'o's phenomenal, bro. Come on. Fantastic striker. I said, listen to your dad. What about Maradona? Listen, clearly Diego is unbelievable. I watched so many videos of him, but it's hard when you're only watching highlights, you know, rather than watching them live. Is your dad an Arsenal fan? He's actually a Liverpool fan, you know. I had that conversation a number of times with him. I said, you know, why did you support Liverpool? He said when he was young, Arsenal were not the team. He said it was Man United and Liverpool. And he picked Liverpool because of John Barnes, you know, and the Jamaican connection, my dad having Jamaican roots and that. He went for Liverpool. So he tried to make me a Liverpool fan, but Ian Wright, man. Wright, he was the player that just drew me to Arsenal. And I always loved the kits as well of Arsenal, you know. Van Basten was an amazing striker. Phenomenal. Dutch dynamo, man. What a finisher. Kante could have put it out of sight. Werner there. Werner's had a good game again, man. I'm telling you. Kante, one touch. What a block. I don't know who that is. Number 15. All these misses by Chelsea may come back. Werner's come off. Oh, Valverde it was. All right. Bergkamp was my favourite ever player to watch. Bergkamp was a genius. We all tried to, you know, even now, like I'll throw the ball in the air. When you control it, you go, oh, Bergkamp touch. You know, Dennis was unreal. Dion Burton, I know Dion Burton. I was in a training camp in Jamaica with the reggae boys years ago. I know Dion Burton. Would you say N'Golo Kante is the best DM in the world? I mean, the thing is now, he doesn't really play just like a DM, does he? He's more box to box now. He can do a little bit of, you know, he gets forward a lot more now. At Leicester, he was a lot more defensive. Now I see Kante get forward a lot more. Courtois keeping them in the game. Can see Madrid nicking one in the end. Still 22 minutes to go. If Madrid get a goal, they go to extra time. So they have to be careful. The GOAT is Maradona. That guy carried average teams to championship. His courage is what sets him apart from... Listen, do you know what it is? Even when I watch Maradona, like old videos and DVDs, you can feel the spirit and the passion, you know. He won the Serie A with Napoli, who were not a top team. he won the World Cup with Argentina, who were an average Argentina team. So I can understand, I can imagine that people see him as that, you know. But unfortunately, it wasn't my era of football, really. I saw him at the end of his career when he wasn't quite as, dominating. My dad's a United fan. I'm a Gooner from Manchester. I bet you have some lively debates there, innit? How did you become a Gooner? Like I said, it was righty, you know. It was righty. I loved Anelka as well. Not many Arsenal fans talk about Anelka. I was a massive fan of Anelka. I thought he was an unbelievable striker. No, he wasn't at the club for too long, but he was just lethal. His movement, his pace. Free kick to Real Madrid. Tuchel's going mad. Maradona was big time baller that had the gift to get it done no matter what. Yeah, he seemed like that. Just a great player and very determined. Seeing Kante just makes me so angry how Arsenal got Xhaka. I mean, the deal was there to be done. But Arsenal apparently walked away because of the agent fee. They wouldn't pay the money. And yet we got Granit instead. Anelka, Bolton legend. I mean, he must have made so much money from signing on fees. I mean, just in England, he played for what? Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Bolton, Man City, West Brom. Anelka was a wonder kid, best teen at the time. I mean, Henry said he was a better natural finisher than him, which I think you can see that. He was way more of a striker than Henry. Henry obviously was a winger. Ball whipped in, Courtois takes it. R9, Eto, Henrik Larsson, Adriano and Del Piero. Yeah, Adriano, man. Pro Evolution Soccer legend. That left foot was like a sledgehammer, wasn't it? Chelsea are going through as it stands. Yeah, 2-1 on aggregate. If Madrid were to equalise, it would go to extra time. As obviously they drew the first leg 1-1. Yeah, Vinicius hasn't been good. I thought he played well in the first leg against Liverpool, but he hasn't played well in this game. Aouar or Odegaard? I don't think he plays as advanced as Odegaard. I'm starting to have slight doubts about Odegaard lately. I think he's a good player. But I'm not sure if at 40 million, if I would go for it. I think we need a better team around him to get the best out of him, possibly. Sonny said, why did Anelka not become a significant player like Henry? I think he just left quickly, didn't he? He was at the club 2 or 3 years, and that was it. He went to Madrid, went to Real, where Henry was at the club for longer. So, created that legacy, and obviously the Invincibles, and he was part of teams that will never be forgotten. Anelka was not remembered in that same way, I don't think. Right, he turned me into a gunner as well. I think a lot of people, Ian Wright was the guy, man, because of the charisma and the character, he drew people to the football club. Does AFTVSD still have Scully as man? Yeah, he's still the manager, man. Still the manager. Odegaard was overhyped when he wasn't injured. I think he's a decent player, but Arsenal fans overhyped him after West Brom. Do you know what it is with Arsenal? We cling to players when we see some quality in them. We're like, wow, he's such a good player. But I'm not sure. It depends on the price. Corner to Chelsea, whipped in. Oh, headed wide by Thiago Silva. That was a free header as well. Dion Burton and Robbie Hill. Yeah, man. The original Reggae Boys 98 players. Lasuk, Anelka. Buendia or David Dunn. David Dunn wasn't a bad player at Blackburn, to be honest. I'll be interested. Listen, Buendia, for me, I think Arsenal should be looking at him now. He's had another great season. I know he was in the Championship. Aubameyang green screen tomorrow. Has to be. I've backed him so much this week. I said, we're going to win. He's going to be the hero. I've got to put him on the green screen. If Martin Odegaard is that good, why haven't Real used him for the last 7 years? You would have thought, wouldn't you, that he would be involved in this squad. They actually recalled him from his loan at Real Sociedad and then just didn't play him and just loaned him to Arsenal. So Zidane's obviously not convinced. Great defending from Thiago Silva, man. I tell you what, this guy's 36 years of age. He's an absolute monster. I remember when he was being linked with Arsenal. The problem is with Arsenal that we have not got the defense to make him look good. He would have probably looked dodgy for Arsenal because we haven't got a great defense around him. But at Chelsea, with that organisation and that protection in front of him, of Kante and that, he looks solid. He looks class. I think they've offered him another year already. Jamino, Curtis, did you and your friends ever used to have scraps in the playground while playing football over goal, no goal? Oh, I wouldn't say scraps, but we had heated arguments, let's just say. You know, it always kicked off. Curtis, have you seen the Bob Marley tribute kit from Ajax next season? No, that's mad. I know they used to play Don't Worry About a Thing at the end of games. I'm having a look now as we speak. Bob Marley jersey Ajax. Let me see it. It's not actually showing me a picture of it. Yeah, it's showing me a concept one. It looks good. They got the Jamaica colours on the badge by the look of it. Nice tribute. Nice tribute. Charlie George was my guy. I heard a lot about him, man. I hear a lot about him, Charlie George. A lot of the older generation of Arsenal fans, they love him. I disagree with people losing faith in Odegaard. He played key pass to Martinelli in our last game for Aubameyang. Listen, I like Odegaard. I said before, his footballing intelligence is clearly very high. But if he was to cost 40 million, I think you've got to weigh up, can we get the best out of him? It's not just about, is he a good player? It's, for 40 million pounds, is it providing enough quality for Arsenal for what we need? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we need him to be absolutely ferocious for that much. But listen, we'll see. We'll see. Finish the season well. Yeah, Ajax fans sing Three Little Birds, at the end of the song. Chelsea could be in again. Oh, my days again. Ball got across the penalty area. No one to tap it in. Here's Mason Mount. Modric takes it off him. 14 minutes to go. Did you ever get in a punch-up on the pitch? Nah, never. I've had some big arguments and a few very big arguments on the pitch. Aubameyang scores the winner and pulls out a mask. Can you imagine? A mask of Curtis. Oh, my days. Man said, I've been watching the channel, man. I've seen you backing me all week. Here's Azpilicueta just into the penalty area. Overlap. Oh, nah. Attack's broken down. They look a bit tired now. Do you remember the first win for Jamaica in the World Cup against my country? I think it was 2-1, wasn't it? 2-1, World Cup 98. Japan. 340 likes. Let's get 500 by full time. Yeah, it'll be much appreciated, man. You got to go Pete on the green screen tomorrow. Let's see if he's in the team. You know what I mean? I always back Pete. Usually put him in the team. Dale Hucknall Not said, yes, Curtis, just tuned in. Question: have you read many ex-Arsenal players' autobiographies? And if so, who's your favourite? I haven't read many, I haven't. I've read a little bit of Ian Wright's, but I honestly haven't. I read, obviously not an ex-player, but I read Arsene Wenger's book, and I was disappointed. He didn't reveal anything. It was just too nice. I was expecting him to reveal a lot of home truths, and he didn't. Why don't more players dink it over the keeper? Listen, it takes a real calmness to do that, and it has to be in your mind. A lot of the time, people get in, you just think, hit this hard as you can, or, just dink the keeper. You've got to be really calm. It's got to be something that you're thinking about. Jamina said, I'm not sure if I should skip training tomorrow or go. It's on the same time as our game. Oh, big decision, man. I always recommend training first, obviously. But it's a big game, so you got to weigh it up. My favourite team of the last decade was Monaco. Mbappe, Bernardo, Mendy, Matinho, Bakayoko. That team just came out of nowhere. Monaco just took over for a short time, didn't they? and then everyone just picked them off. That was a great team. Sports Genius, Big C, favorite American player of all time. Dempsey was a good player. He was good. I like this new guy. Is it Dest? Serginho Dest, is it? Who plays for Barcelona, the right back. He looks good, man. He looks a proper player. Saw him against Jamaica the other week. He scored, unfortunately, but he looks good, man. He looks very good. Tim Howard, obviously, good keeper as well. Mate, don't behave yourself. I've had Odegaard on there. I've had Burkamp on there. Don't try that one, bro. Freddie Adu, yeah, Freddie, man. They thought he was going to be the next Pele. I don't know what level he plays at now. Go train. That way you won't be disappointed. Then put Curtis on replay. Yeah, exactly. Maybe train and ignore the game. Might be easier. Pulisic, of course. Yeah, I forgot he's American. Yeah, he's a great player. Dest is a beast on FIFA. He's quality, man. He looks a proper player. 10 minutes to go in this one. Curtis will be so animated on the stream tomorrow. Oh, we're going mental. Plays for a pub team now, Freddie Adu. The last thing I heard, he was playing in Las Vegas, you know. Kai Havertz, man, he's looked good in this team. He really has. He's so calm on the ball. Here's Kante. What was it? Oh, drag wide. That was the wrong option, man. Pulisic should have probably crossed that. Right, it was my inspiration during my Sunday League days in the Harrow Youth League. No one celebrated a goal like Ian Right. Got the same birthday as him too. Hey, man, that's legit. I've got the same birthday as Messi. Exactly the same birthday. But yeah, righty, man. Them celebrations, that passion, that charisma. It was very, it drew people to that team, you know, to the Gooners. Yeah, Claude's funeral on Friday. Now, I know there's restrictions on the amount of people that can attend, but obviously the car and everything's going to go past the Emirates. So hopefully, you know, get to pay my respects and that, get to say goodbye to a legend, man. Chelsea better not mess this up. If they mess it up, it'll only be their fault because they've missed so many chances. Coach, you look younger. Big up, bro. Hey, come on, man. I told you the cocoa butter, man. That cocoa butter and drink that water, man, keeps you looking young, people. Give Chelsea a penalty. Feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for them. If you have 5 or 6 chances like that, you got to put them away. Tim said, I got the same birthday as Rob Holding. Bob Bolding, man. Oh, dear. Listen. He shares your birthday, you know. You're bigger than him, Tim. You know what I mean? My lord said I got the exact same birthday as Torreira. Lucas Torreira. We thought he was the new Kante when he first joined. Well, we helped anyway. Not water is tasteless. Hey, that's good, man. It's vital. Me and Laka, you prick, share the same birthday. Oh, dear. Laka. Good player, though. Let's have a look. I've got the same birthday as Juan Cuadrado. A good player, man. Good player. Vodka ready to rock tomorrow night, bro. Oh, that was half a chance. Bro, yeah, well, hopefully I don't want to drink no vodka. I'm not going to lie. There may be a few beers there. Rudy said, me and Mbappe have the same birthday. ADT, I've got the same birthday as Leon Bailey. Luke said, do your job. That's all I ask from the players. For real, man. Torreira didn't settle. He didn't, man. Ray Parler, the same as you. Same birthday as Lundberg. Kaka. Aubameyang and Martinelli. I have a feeling Curtis will be saying Abba prick tomorrow. Nah, man, we got this, man. Junior Gunner, yeah, that's my birthday as well, 24th of June. Same as Lionel Messi, man. Same as the GOAT of football right now. He read my comment. Come on, man. Always try and read as many as I can. It's how many subscribers you need to reach 25k. Let's have a look. Where are we at, people? I need 21 subscribers. We're nearly there. And the likes count, we're up to 350 likes. That's decent. Same as Yannick Balassi, the 23rd. Hey, big up Yannick, man. That's my guy, you know. Good friend of him. I share a birthday. I got the same birthday as Harry Potter. That's messed up. What's cooking? Hey, chilling, man. You know what I mean? 6 minutes to go, unless Real Madrid can equalize. Look at Kante, man. Wins the ball back. Finds Pulisic. Oh, what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, they've scored. It is game, set, and match. And Chelsea are in the final. Mason Mount has scored 2-0. Game, set, and match. That is it. All English final. Wow. Good play by Pulisic. I thought he messed it up there. Zidane's applauding. Fair enough. Look at that from N'Golo Kante, man. What a player. What a player. I prefer Nike to Adidas, you know. But that's it. Chelsea v Manchester City Champions League final. Great play by Pulisic in the end. I thought he messed up. Kante, look at the hunting down. Takes the ball back. Little reverse pass into Pulisic. Looks like he should shoot. Gets Courtois on the floor. Waits, crosses it. And Mason Mount taps it in. Empty net. Kante, oh man. He's unbelievable. He can play midfield by himself. And Mason Mount finishes. Wow. All English final. I did not see this coming. I really didn't. 2-0. 2-0 to Chelsea. Big up John Layout. He said, the player that drew me to Arsenal was honestly Alan Smith. I love the way he used to play. Smudger, man. Smudger. Favorite flavor of ice cream. You know what? I don't eat too much ice cream, but I like that salted caramel at the moment. It's a bit sweet, though. But yeah, I'll go salted caramel. I'm going to get my family to subscribe so you can make it to 25k, mate. Amazing content, man. Favorite YouTuber. Big up Joe. Appreciate that. Curtis, City better slap Chelsea in the final. Listen, I'll be honest, people. I'm worried. I'm worried because Chelsea, the way they beat Man City in that semi-final of the FA Cup, I think they've got. They're very difficult to break down. You know, this final will worry me, man. I'm telling you, I think Chelsea have got a very good chance of beating Man City, and that worries me. I am king. I told you, but I got it all wrong. Blue Moon. I'm telling you, Arsenal fans will be Man City fans that evening for real. Tuchel shuts games down. Listen, he has transformed this Chelsea team. You know, Lampard was going nowhere fast with this team, and they all look like they know their roles now under this guy. Trust the process, not our process at Arsenal under Arteta. You know, Chelsea, man, it's the money final. Aspilicueta comes off for Reece James. We got 3 minutes to go. It's been a decent game, to be fair. It's a bit random, but Jermaine Beckford played for a team opposite my house, Wealdstone FC, in 2004. Scored 50 goals in one season, then got on move to Leeds. Unbelievable. I remember Jermaine Beckford. He ended up in the Prem, didn't he, and everything, yeah. Jermaine Beckford, Wealdstone. I've actually been to that ground, I think. Matt says, Curtis, talk to me. Listen, you must be absolutely buzzing, man. They deserve it. They've been far the better team over the last two legs, and it's amazing that Chelsea sacked Frank Lampard, and they're, 7th, 8th in the league. Look like nothing's really happening. They're now in the FA Cup final, the Champions League final. They're in the top 4 of the Premier League, and, you know, they're just slapping Real Madrid. He's got all these players playing well now. Havertz, this is one of the best games I've seen from him. He looks a top player. He just glides past people. Roman saved our season. See, proper clued up owner. That's the difference. Didn't sit there and think, oh, let's trust the process with Frank Lampard. Man says, get out. Yeah, I'll give you an apology. I'll give you a check and get out the door. Hazard been subbed. He's done nothing. He has been a flop at Real Madrid, hasn't he? Chelsea have took Mount and Azpilicueta off, and Real Madrid have took Hazard off. Chris said, I'm a Cardiff fan. You're as real as they come. Top content, mate. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate that. Bro, there is a difference between having Havertz and Werner, etc. Yeah. Obviously, Mikel Arteta's got a more difficult job. We don't have the same level of players, but we still haven't seen enough, you know. Big up Troy with a super chat. Thank you very much, bro. He said, Wenger buying Xhaka instead of Kante is one of the biggest crook-ups. It's up there with 2015 transfer window, 40 million plus £1. That is. Wow, Chelsea, Man City, Champions League final. That is going to be mad. Right, where we at, people? Where we at? Agent Hazard, you mean? He knew this fixture was coming. That's why he's played bad. Hazard and Courtois, secret agents. I don't know what's happened to him. He's put weight on and just disappeared. Doesn't even look interested. Mourinho to Roma, thoughts? He might suit Italian football. He's got a big job. I think Roma are way off it. Like winning the league or anything. But yeah, listen, he always seems to get work very quickly. Daniel Hector for 1.8 billion plus £1. It would be so Arsenal, wouldn't it? This is Tuchel's year. Go to sleep early, Curtis, and drink lots of water. Scenes FC settings, bro, tomorrow. I actually can't wait. I'm excited and nervous at the same time, you know. I'm really looking forward to it. Chelsea, 3 minutes of time added on left. Would he rank Lukaku among number 9s? Top 10 in the world, definitely. But I don't think he's world-class. I don't think he's a world-class footballer. But he's a top-class striker, if you know what I mean. I put top-class just below world-class. I'd put Lukaku in that bracket, you know. You can see the proper decline of Real Madrid. It's crazy, bro. You know, Madrid, Barca, these Spanish clubs, their time's gone at the moment. The English clubs are dominating, man. If Chelsea win another Champions League, that's 2 Champions Leagues and 2 Europa Leagues. We're officially done. Bro, I'm telling you, the argument will be out the window. All the ammunition we've had, what am I going to talk about? Invincibles, Thierry Henry. If they win another Champions League, they're going to be favourites for the FA Cup final as well. Bruv, I'm telling you. No, we don't need that. Arsenal fans, we don't need that. We need Man City, man. Turning them over. Curtis, early prediction, Chelsea City. Bruv, honestly, you know, I think it's going to be very, very close. The way Chelsea play and how organised they are, I don't think it suits Man City at all. If they play with that false 9, I watched the FA Cup semi-final. City looked like they would never score against them, you know. Chelsea could be in here. What is he doing? He could have just passed that Ziyech. I think they're just playing for time now. Chelsea going to win the Champions League. Oh, man. I'll be cheering Man City. I'm worried. I'm worried for City, you know. I think Chelsea could beat them. Chelsea will win. Werner and Havertz on fire now. They'll only improve. They're bringing on Giroud and Zuma for a minute. But, hey, their appearance fee is probably about $5,000, so you won't complain. Come on, Man City. Oh, man. Chelsea could be in again. Oh, they passed it. Is Reece James. Shoots! Just wide. Oh, my days. Foden is on fire. He is, but in the semi-final, he didn't look like he could do much. Let's order some City merch. I'm telling you, man. Thiago Silva, almost 40, playing like he's 25. And we got Bob Boldin playing like he's 40. It's a great one. He's 25, playing like an old man. And their old man's playing like a youngster. Havertz comes off, honestly, one of the best games I've seen from him. Fantastic performance. Manchester v London in the final, yeah. Both finals, hopefully, man. What we got left? 1 minute left. Havertz's been fantastic. That's one of the best games I've seen him play. After 2 nights of high quality, high standard football, top class Champions League football, tomorrow we're just gonna go downhill drastically in terms of the quality, and watch Europa League, but it will mean a heck of a lot. That's the only thing. People, we are 8 subscribers away from 25k. I'm coming off this stream in the next probably 5 minutes. Can we hit that 25k live on here? That would be great. We got over 400 likes on the video. Big up to all of you for supporting. Could be in again. That could be a penalty. Oh, what? I thought it was a penalty for Chelsea. The refs ruled it out, but he's blown the full-time whistle. Chelsea are in the Champions League final, all-English final. I thought that was a penalty, but the ref probably just couldn't be bothered to give it. They're going crazy, man. Thomas Tuchel, what a job he's done. Gets PSG to the Champions League final and then gets sacked. Goes to Chelsea and then PSG get knocked out. And now he's in the final with Chelsea. He's done an outstanding job there. Jorginho, all them guys, man. That Champions League final is going to be absolutely massive. It really is. Right, people, we need 5. We need 5 subscribers now, and we're there. We just got 3 more. 5 more, and we hit 25k. I want to try and do it live on air rather than it happening, overnight or anything. We need 4 more people. Come on, 4 more of you have definitely not subscribed. Hit that button. Let's see that 25k on the screen. Tokyo Guna said, see you tomorrow, 4 a.m. Wow, the time difference is crazy, isn't it? The time difference is mad. Big up Tim Smith, 29th of May, only 3 weeks. Okay. Big up SJVR13, just subbed. Appreciate that. Jaminio, don't leave unless you get 25k. There we go. We need 1 more. 1 more, people. 1 more and we're there. Are we there? And then I'll get out of here. I'll let you enjoy the rest of your evening. Jay Mino says you've got it. Hey, this is my old school Chelsea friend, man, Brooks. You must be a happy guy right now. Chelsea, man. I was slandering them earlier in the season. Now you're in a Champions League and FA Cup final. We've hit 25k, people. We have hit 25k. I'm cracking the beers. I'm starting from tonight and we'll continue to tomorrow night when Arsenal play. Big up everyone for the support. I don't know which one was the exact 25,000th subscriber, but much appreciated. You lot are legends for that. Great stream. Champions League final coming up. Lots of big games. Can we make it an all-English Europa League final? Forget this big Champions League. The trophy's too big. You can't carry it anyway. Just give us that Europa League. That's all we need. Troy said it was me. Hey, whoever it was, man, you're all as important as each other, to be fair. Congrats. Giveaway incoming. Giveaway tomorrow, people. Giveaway tomorrow. I did say that, actually. 25k. I'll do a giveaway. I will do a giveaway live on the stream tomorrow. Scenes FC will start around 7 p.m. tomorrow night. I may even do a 2 p.m. show, actually, just to hype it up. It's such a big game. Big up everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for all the amazing support on the channel each and every day. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and tomorrow's a big one. Arsenal fans, get an early night. You're going to need energy tomorrow. Scenes FC incoming. Take care, everyone. Bless.